Hello and welcome to my video. So today I will be telling you about a lucid nightmare experience that I had. So this will not have any exaggerations, this will be just my real experience, so don't expect anything completely dramatic, but it will be like my actual experience. I'll be as honest as I can about it. So the purpose of this isn't to put you off lucid dreaming. It's just I thought that it might be good to share my experience with people that might be curious what will happen, because I think people kind of get worried about lucid nightmares and might want to hear about someone's experience before learning to lucid dream. So before I start to talk about my lucid nightmare experience, I will mention what lucid dreaming is and what a lucid nightmares are, just in case some people don't know. So a lucid dream is just a dream when you know that you're dreaming while you are still inside that dream. And I have more videos explaining exactly what that is and going into more detail about that. And a lucid nightmare is just a nightmare when you know that you're dreaming while you're still inside of it. So yeah, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Lucid dream, no, you're dreaming. Lucid nightmare, no, you're dreaming, but it's also a nightmare. And as you can see, I will also be drawing some scenes from that nightmare that I've had as I'm telling you the story. Anyway, so this dream happened on 16th of December 2020. So first I was watching some videos. The first one had some people dancing around and they had pixelated hair. I didn't realize anything was weird at first. I was not lucid. I saw a video of a high school friend getting swept up by a bunch of water and falling. I think they might have been near a cliff or something like that. And I think the video was supposed to be funny, but I just felt bad for them. And then the next thing I know, I'm walking along a path with them together along a beach. So there wasn't really any kind of transition. It's just I was looking at the video and then thinking about it a bit, and then I was walking with them. And we were having a conversation. So the path we were walking along wasn't like one of those sandy beaches. It was more of one of those, kind of like dirt beaches with some maybe like little ships nearby, but it wasn't for swimming in. We were just talking about things. Some of the stuff we were talking about was just the contents of the video, talking about what happened. And then we stopped near a bank of a river. It was just a grassy field and there was a river across it. And then I saw a car take off flying right across the river. I guess the car needed to get across the river somehow, so it was just like, oh, I'm gonna fly. And it had like actual fire coming out behind it. And yeah, so I think at that point I was kind of figuring out that it was a dream, but I wasn't fully aware. I was just thinking, yeah, I want to fly too. I wanted to go as fast as that car was going. It was going so fast and it looked kind of fun. So I thought that it might be easier to fly if I held on to my friend and they went fast. We tried that, but although it was okay, the speed was not quite there. I wanted to go faster, have it be more fun. So I think during this flying, I became fully lucid. I was fully aware that this is a dream now. And I think it was probably due to the fact that, I was flying after seeing a car fly and take off. Yeah, I usually have dream goals, but I don't think I wanted to do the dream goal today. I just wanted to fly and look around. So I was flying over the river, and there were some other buildings on the other side. I saw a really fancy room and immediately wanted to go in. It was like a glass encased room that looked maybe like a fancy restaurant, like a rooftop restaurant, and I just wanted to check it out. The floor inside of it, though, was made out of like the fake grass material, which was an interesting design choice. But yeah, I just went into the room. I looked around the room. It was a bit dimly lit, which is a bit strange because it was day outside right before and the ceiling was glass, but anyway. I was looking around and there was a sign in the room, which was like a little plaque for old historical figures or something. I didn't read it, but I was just looking at how vivid it was. It just looked so realistic and I felt really present in the dream. Like, it's not, like, it was a lot like real life, vividness-wise. Not even like one of those days where you're kind of spacing out. Like one of those days where you're fully present in the moment and you're taking in all of the information. So, yeah, I was just looking around because I was so kind of like fascinated by how vivid it was. I don't know, it's just, even just looking at the vividness of dreams sometimes, it's makes the dream fun. Like just thinking about how you're in this virtual world and everything is so realistic. So I was just kind of taking that in. Inside this room, there was another hallway that led to a different room. I think it led underground, and that room was a gallery. First, when I went into it, it was like a small room that was really dimly lit as well, and it had dark green walls. There were some of those white statues there, one of which I am drawing. That was the first statue that I saw. And again, I felt so present in it, it felt so vivid, and I was just taking it all in and enjoying the vividness. Then as I walked further along the like room corridor type of thing, I came into a slightly larger room, and it was a bit brighter lit but still dim, like usually they have in galleries so the paintings don't like bleach or something. And there were more statues there as well. Another thing that I noticed was a decal on the wall. It was also an artwork, but it was just, you know, like one of those huge stickers on a wall, and it was of a school student in a yellow uniform, but their face was kind of distorted, like their mouth looked like it has been warped in Photoshop. And I tried drawing that effect as well, but it's a bit hard. I think maybe I shouldn't have done the line art, but it's a bit harder to do the kind of effect on paper. But yeah, it's supposed to be kind of like in Photoshop. The mouth has just been like stretched and warped. Definitely didn't look like a real face. It looked kind of like smudged as well, like maybe a photo that had a glitch. And for some reason, I felt like I have been in this gallery before. I kind of had these like fake memories of being there before. And I know they're fake because although while I was in the dream, I was like, oh yeah, I have been here before. I remember being here before and it looked exactly like this. Once I woke up, I was like, wait, I don't remember anything like that. Sometimes the way memories function can be different between dreams and reality. So sometimes in dreams you might remember things that didn't actually happen, but once you wake up, you kind of realize, wait, that I can't actually remember any of that. And even like looking through your dream journal, you'll see that you've never written anything down like that. And personally for me, I've been writing down my dreams for like every day during the past year. So if something like that had happened, I would have written it down. So that's also like some element that is a bit trippy. But it's pretty interesting. So yeah, I was just walking around the gallery, looking around. And then some person walked past me, and like in the dream, I just said, for some reason, like I don't think I actually like even thought about doing it. I think it's kind of like in dreams, sometimes you can dream of an action, but you didn't actually like consciously decide to do it. So even though I was lucid, I just turned to this guy and said, "Want me to kill you?" I don't know why, but I just said that, and immediately I was just kind of like, why did I say that? But the person there said yes, and I was just kind of thinking, no, that would be really disturbing. This dream is really vivid. Be a bit messed up, don't want to do that. So I was just kind of like, no, never mind. But it was kind of like really creepy. Like at this point I was really creeped out because they seemed really insistent on me killing them. I was just really creeped out at this point. And then it turned out that they were in a cult. And not only that, they were in a cult where apparently they thought you could see without your eyes. And the problem with that is that they started trying to remove my eyes because they were like, nah, don't worry, you can see. They were like reaching towards me with their hands. I was just holding this person back, just being like, no, thanks. I'm sure you're right. Don't worry. Maybe it's sometime later. Just trying to like get rid of them. without like making them mad. They're just kind of like, no, 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 don't remove my eyes. And like you can imagine, they were just reaching towards me, just reaching their little hands over, trying to take my eyes out, me having to push them. And I'm just being like, yeah, no, don't worry, you'll be able to see without them. I'll just show you, I'll remove them, don't worry. And obviously that was fairly creepy and fairly messed up, but as I was like holding them back, I actually woke up. And that's how the dream ended. So yeah, it was pretty creepy and pretty messed up. But to be honest, it wasn't horrific. I think a lot of people worry that lucid nightmares are going to be somehow worse than like regular nightmares, but personally for me, I have had much scarier non-lucid nightmares, and this one was probably my scariest lucid nightmare. And I've had like hundreds of lucid dreams and only a few lucid nightmares, so please don't let this creepy dream scare you away from trying lucid dreaming. I actually have some lucid dreaming tutorials if you want to learn. Maybe after this story, maybe it's a bit like scared you off a little, but don't be scared off. I also have some other lucid dreaming experience that I've had, so please watch those. Don't be too scared. I have the experience of my first lucid dream uploaded, so you should go look at that if you want. It was actually a very nice dream. And I've had some lucid dreaming experiences of trying weird dream foods, which was also interesting. Some of it was kind of like a bit weird, but it was definitely interesting. So you can also look at that if you want. And I also had a video where I actually kind of like, I guess, reacted, or I don't know, responded to a list I found online in another video where they kind of had 7 things you should never do in a lucid dream, and since I've done all of those things, I just tell you what actually happens. So you can also look at that list. It was kind of scaring people from lucid dreaming, so if you've seen one of those videos and you were scared, you can watch what actually happens and I will explain it to you. Just my honest experiences, not trying to exaggerate anything or make it scary. Just how it was. And personally, I'm still really glad that I have learned to lucid dream, despite having lucid nightmares sometimes. I think my nightmare frequency actually decreased after learning to lucid dream because I could escape. Nightmares just fly away. So yeah, definitely don't let this scare you off. I think overall lucid dreaming has made my dreams way less scary. And this was the worst lucid nightmare that I have ever had in my like 300 plus lucid dreams. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll definitely have more lucid dream videos coming out soon. So if you're interested in that type of thing, you can feel free to subscribe, and I also make art videos and a few other things. So yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye!